Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to be looking at part 1 of the top 8 most disliked MLB players of all time. Stay tuned for part 2 coming to our channel very soon. Now, let's dive right into the video. In the number 8 spot we have Gaylord Perry. Because the rules benefited the batter, one of the most notorious cheaters in baseball history reasoned, why shouldn't a pitcher take matters into his own hands to level the playing field? For decades, hardly a single game went by without one of his body parts or baseballs being checked for the presence of a foreign material. Perry, on the other hand, was dismissed from a game once during his career, when he was a 43-year-old former Seattle Mariners outfielder. Now, here's a question for you. If some of the most strongly suspected steroid cheats haven't been allowed into the Hall of Fame, then why should a greaseballer who has admitted to using steroids be allowed in? In the number 7 spot, we have Bryce Harper. In addition to being eminently entitled and highly self-absorbed, this generation's heir serves as the poster child for a lot of what's wrong with baseball today. Hello there, Planet Bryce. It's a real world down there, you know, and you're more than welcome to it. On the other hand, some could argue that $23.5 million a year is a small amount to pay for a lifetime of happiness. 376-pound hitter. What do you mean? He's a professional? 276-pound hitter? Oh, well, that's not a problem. In the number 6 spot, we have Carlos Zambrano. Michael Barrett, another battery mate, could speak to the fact that it was essential to keep a safe distance from this human hand grenade, which may go off at any time. At one point during the 2007 season, the two became embroiled in a nationally broadcasted altercation that began in the dugout and ended with a Big Z punch to the mouth delivered from inside the clubhouse. What could possibly be making the plump Cubby so depressed, you might wonder? In his farewell appearance in Chicago, he took $19 million while winning 9 games with a 4.82 earned run average. In the number 5 spot, we have Carl Mays. Ray Chapman died as a result of an erroneous fastball thrown by him. The only on-field fatality in the history of MLB. Even a lifetime 206 game winner would receive a poor rep if he does anything like that. Fair or not? Someone will label you the most despised player in the game if you have the manner of a Brillo pad on a piece of glass. At least 3 teams have petitioned Ban Johnson, who is a resident of the American League, to be permanently barred from playing baseball. The loner had a few friends to begin with. He was even known to call out teammates for their mistakes on the field when they were on the field. An unverified claim that he's a right-hander manipulated the World Series games in 1921 and 1922, that dealt the right-hander his final career blow and ended his chances of becoming a Hall of Famer. In the number 4 spot, we have Cap Anson. With his status as a baseball's first superstar, the captain had the fair share of admirers in the sport's inner circles. That notoriety resulted in his voice having the same level of clout as his peers, which was far too much for many of his colleagues. His refusal to compete against teams that had black players was essential in establishing the color barrier, which would remain in place for decades to come. The fact that he was a Cubs player and a part owner during the demise of the rival players' league that earned him considerably more opponents in the game than his performance in it. The disgruntled players' league traitors would remember him as the man who rerouted their careers, if not completely destroyed them, while some in the media celebrated him as the man who saved the National League. In the number 3 spot, we have Dick Allen. Those who remember the 1972 Sports Illustrated cover that showed the future most valuable player juggling baseballs with a cigar in his mouth prior to an exhibition game will recall the image. In a nutshell, that describes the most skilled, complex, and contentious athletes who are currently not in the Hall of Fame. He was greatly despised by his teammates, the media, and fans alike, and he was seen as a bad guy and an even worse teammate. If the Wampum Walloper is elected to the Hall of Fame at some point in the future, after all, he was the best hitter in the majors during a 10-year span, and it's not because of his ability to improve the level of competition around him. In the number 2 spot, we have any Houston Astro from the 2017 season. During the 2017 World Series, there was a distinct odor of something wrong. In 7 games versus the Dodgers, the Astros smacked a total of 15 home runs. In 2012, an MLB investigation revealed that instructors Carlos Beltran and Alex Cora had orchestrated an extensive sign-stealing operation that had proved their offense with a significant competitive advantage for 2 years prior. However, despite the fact that practically every Astros player had some knowledge of this situation, Commissioner Rob Manfred let them off the hook. In the number 1 spot, we have Pete Rose. I bet on the Major League games in contravention of the rules, and my winnings are forfeited. It was a huge mistake that I continue to regret till this day. I'd like to express my regrets to the players, the spectators, and the game. Was it really that difficult to get there? That was all it took for the egomaniac to re-enter the fray and rejoin the action. You're not Pete Rose, but he is, and he isn't you. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.